Once upon a time in a small village named Aroha, there lived a young boy, David. One day, with curiosity, David approached his father and asked, "Dad, what is the true value of my life?" With calm, graceful voice, his father, with a gentle smile, replied, "Son, if you truly wish to understand the value of your life, I will give you a stone. You wash it and take this stone to the village square market tomorrow, and if anyone asks its price, remain silent, my son, and show them 2 fingers. Let them judge the value, whether it's 2 cents or $2. Excited by the challenge, David heads to the village's market next day. Holding the ordinary stone in hand, he sat close to a shop, and just after a few minutes an elderly woman approached him. "What is the price of this stone?" she inquired. Following his father's instructions, David lifted 2 fingers without saying a word. The woman stopped for a moment before offering him a handful of coins. "I will give you 20 coins for this stone," she said with a warm smile. David accepted the $20 and came back to home. He was happy and shared his experience with his father. Father smiled and gave another ordinary stone to David and said him to do same thing again, but in a little bit bigger market at next big village. The following day, David made his way to the next village's market. He sat down in corner where a traveling merchant saw him. The merchant was very interested in the stone and said, "Wow, this is a really cool stone. I'll give you 100 coins for it. Will you accept it?" David, remembering his father's advice, and accordingly he remained silent and shown his 2 fingers to merchant. Merchant was rich. He saw 2 fingers and said, Okay, take 200 coins." David happily accepted it and came back to home with full excitement and shared whole story with his father. His father remained neutral on his excitement and said, "This time I will give you a bigger challenge, my son. Take this another similar stone and go to auction in the city where rich people buy expensive stuff. And let's see how many coins you will get there." David first thought, how can he even go to city that is so far? But suddenly he realized he have $220 and he can use them for travel expenses. Next morning he left the home and reached at the auction in city. This was a total new experience for him. He saw the other well-organized auction and tried to copy them by putting the stone on a wooden block. Some sellers started making fun of him, and David felt embarrassed and unsure of himself when people at the auction laughed at the plain, ordinary stone he was showing off. Their mocking words and snickers made him feel vulnerable and shaken his confidence. And at the same time, a tall, well-dressed man elbowed his way through the crowd, his eyes fixed on David and the stone he was showing. "Young man, may I take a look at that stone you have there?" the man asked, his voice booming across the hall. David hesitated for a moment before handing over the stone. The man examined it carefully, turning it over in his hands before holding it up to the light. "This, my friends, is not just any ordinary stone," the man declared, his voice filled with excitement. "This is a rare and precious gemstone, one that I have never seen before. Its unique color and clarity make it a true treasure." The room fell silent as the man's words sank in. David couldn't believe what he was hearing. He had always thought the stone was ordinary, but now he was beginning to realize that it was something truly special. "Okay, how much am I bid for this extraordinary stone?" the man asked, looking around the room. David couldn't believe his ears. He had never imagined that the stone he had would be worth so much. The man who had started the bidding came over to him and handed him a check of a real big amount and took the stone. David's eyes were wet, and at this time, regardless being excited by the amount on the check, he was lost in the thought of the journey this stone had brought him. He had learned that the true value of life is not measured in dollars and cents, but in the moments that take our breath away, and that sometimes the things we overlook can turn out to be the most precious. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and it's up to us to keep an open mind and heart to receive them. The most ordinary things can have extraordinary value, and that sometimes the things we least expect can change our lives forever. Money is just money that can buy us comfort, but it cannot buy us happiness in every field. True happiness comes from the moments we live and share with others and the memories we create. The most valuable things in life are not physical stuff. Rather, these are untouchable things that we can't touch, like our feelings, experience, the journey, friendship, love, and memories we create together. The tapestry of life is woven with the threads of our experiences, the colors of our memories, and the love that binds them together. Many religious traditions teach that the value of life is not just about the time we spend on this earth, but about our relationship with a higher power or divine being. Christianity belief is that the value of life is not just about our earthly existence, but about our eternal existence with God. This perspective can bring a sense of hope and meaning to our lives, even in the face of challenges and difficulties. When we understand that our lives have a higher purpose, and that we are loved and valued by a divine being, it can give us strength and courage to face the ups and downs of life. However, the value of life is also not just about religion or spirituality. It is also about the relationships that we have with others and the impact we can make on the world around us. Our lives have values because we are connected to others, and our actions and choices can make a difference in the lives of those around us. In this sense, the value of life is not our individual existence, but about how we contribute to the greater good. When we live our lives with a sense of purpose and meaning, we can make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. We must apply these perspectives in our daily lives, like cultivating a sense of gratitude, discover your purpose, build meaningful relationships, and serving people in need, regardless, with the hope of getting rewarded. So let's remember, as we navigate life's auctions, to cherish the priceless treasures of love, friendship, and shared moments. The true currency is happiness,